The cybernetic mercenaries of the Interlink Corporation are capable of some incredible things, but even we have to keep our skills sharp. Indeed, the dead sectors that we explore beyond the megacities are vast and dangerous. And because of that, our employer requires DSEC snipers to pass a minimum skills check. Today, we've put together 3 challenges to help me test my skills as an airsoft sniper and hopefully spare my gray matter from yet another corporate education seminar. The airsoft sniper rifle I'm gonna be using for these challenges today is the Echo 1 Red Star CSR. This is a long-time member of my airsoft collection. One of my personal favorites, and unfortunately something I don't get to use as much as I would like, simply because it shoots so hot. This thing is shooting well over 400 FPS. I'm running 0.30 gram BBs in this today. It's completely stock except for a Dean's connection, and I think it should serve us pretty well for the challenges that we have laid out. Challenge 1. Any good DSEC sniper needs to be a precision marksman. We're standing down here with our target, Ricardo. I'm gonna be set up about 300 feet away on that hill over there. I've got 5 shots to get 1 center mass on this. Now 300 feet's pretty far for a stock AEG. Let's see if I can do it. I've got 5 shots to hit 1 target. It's 300 feet away. Let's see if I can hit it. Got him. Shot 2. I might miss once, but I won't miss twice. If you get a new airsoft gun, it's always good to get a feel what your practical accuracy is going to be with it. So that's kind of the purpose of this test. If you're using a magnified optic, you want to get that sucker sighted in at the distance that you're realistically going to engage targets at. For this gun, it's got a lot of range and that hop up is very precise. So 300 feet for this is, I would say, right around the tail end of its practical accuracy. That right there is center mass. That's what a well-tuned AEG will get you, man. That's pretty good. Challenge 2, a good DSEC sniper needs to be able to shoot under pressure. We've got our target set up down here. I'm gonna run down to the target, run back, and I need to take 2 shots from the standing position, 2 shots from the kneeling position, and 1 shot from the prone position. Let's see if I can hit it. Here we go. There it is. If you think about the beginning of an airsoft game, sometimes the very beginning is an all-out sprint, and for good reason. You got to get a good position so you can get those early kills and you can stall enemy movement, especially if you're an airsoft sniper. Part of your job is to put a little doubt in your enemy, you know, make them question whether they're going to be able to move up to that piece of cover or take that structure. Instead of just doing a million dry fire reloads, hey, maybe try a little cardio. third and final challenge, a true test of a DSEC sniper. A good DSEC sniper needs to be able to shoot from a concealed position. And we've set up this next challenge to test that. There's this tiny little target over here, balanced on a yellow bucket. My goal is to sneak in through this field after camoing my ghillie suit, finding a position, and blowing up that target without being detected. But the stakes need to be higher than that. I can't just, find some position over there and start taking pot shots at the target. We need to increase the level of danger, which is why I've given the intern behind the camera a huge machine gun. Camouflage, ghillie suits, more specifically concealment, is an airsoft sniper's best friend. I'm sure you've seen those awesome videos of guys like Kicking Mustang and the Airsoft Cam Man, where they have these full camouflage suits that are actually made of a synthetic material. I personally go a more traditional route, and I actually take flora, random plants and stuff from the whatever AO I'm in, and weave that into my ghillie suit. So I usually wear this, which is a Viper hood, just a really basic mesh hood and sleeves. And you can tell I left a lot of open spaces here for me to weave in local plant life. And what that's gonna help me do is break up my silhouette. It's gonna help me blend into the natural environment around me. Generally, the goal is to make yourself look as inconspicuous as possible. You just wanna blend into the background so that you're really hard to see. There's a lot of different methods that different players use to camouflage themselves in the field. This is one that I learned a really long time ago and has served me pretty well, but I do think that those synthetic ones are pretty impressive. Now, the one disadvantage that I could see with those, even though they're pretty wildly effective, is that you can't really change the type of plant that those suits are made of. In certain scenarios, when you have to sneak around in a big field full of these like golden looking plants, it might actually be better to use the plants themselves to mix them in there. Now, the disadvantage of doing something like this is that these plants will only stay alive for a certain amount of time. I've noticed they usually will only last for a couple of hours before they start to wilt and they start losing their effectiveness. I think we're just about done here. This isn't gonna be perfect. We went pretty quick on this. Usually it takes about 15 to 20 minutes, I've found, to get it set up really nice. But we're really just looking to kind of break up the shape of the ghillie hood. See, now that's kind of what we're looking for. Some things that would help me blend in a little bit more, probably not using black and white gloves. These are obviously really unnatural color. And probably the biggest one is my black face mask. That's gonna be the biggest detriment because a darkened face stands out really, really distinctly just to the human eye. It's usually one of the first things that you'll notice out there on the airsoft field is I should be using something that's green, or maybe even better, paint my face. Part of why we do these videos is so that we can help each other learn and help each other improve. So I guess it's important to sometimes point out oversights so that we can improve each other as players. I didn't mention this before, but I've only got 10 minutes to sneak in here and take that shot. So without further ado, intern, your weapon, please be gentle. Let's get this party started. All right, time to go. Let's do it. She's shooting, but she's not shooting at me. I gotta get over to the other side of the field. We've only got 4 minutes left. I gotta go quick. Mission failed. I knew you were shooting at me, and it made me cautious because I was like, I was all the way over here, and I was like, oh, she saw me for sure.
No, I never saw you.
Seriously?
Never saw you.
Dang, well, it worked. The suppressive fire worked. I thought for sure you had me.
No, I never saw you.
But then I had to go all the way over there to take my follow-up shot, and I couldn't freaking hit it. I thought I was gonna be able to travel up and get into one of those bushes so I could take a really easy shot. But when you were shooting at me, I was like, there's no freaking way. Well, there you go. There's another lesson. Round 2, let's do it. Round 2. I'm feeling good about this one. The last one was just a warm-up. I think I'm gonna try and shoot at the target from farther away. It's gonna be harder to hit, but I don't think she's gonna be able to see me if I can find a good enough spot, so. Freaking got it. Yeah, baby.
Way over there.
Did you think I was shooting from over there?
No, I knew I was shooting towards you. I was shooting too far to my right.
So I was just over here pelting this bucket. I'm like, oh, well, I'm close. And that is the end of our Airsoft Sniper Challenge. I don't know if I was really victorious there. I think I'm probably gonna have to go back to DSEC Sniper School and retake my certification program. Part of what makes Airsoft so cool is there's 1,000 different ways to approach the sport, be it sniper or LMG, etc., etc. There's so many different things that you can do, so many different Airsoft guns to try out. And honestly, at the end of the day, it's just good fun. It's great physical exercise, and it's a great thing to do with your friends. If anything, let this be some encouragement to get out there, play some Airsoft, and stay corporate approved. So there's more cover over there. There's more cover over there, but I thought I was gonna be able to travel up and get into one of those bushes so I could take a really easy shot. But when you were shooting at me, I was like, there's no freaking way.